Welcome back to class. Based on Waec past question that came out in August 1991, alternative to chemistry practical, the question gave us on lead nitrate and starch, and when I compared the results, I was able to predict likely question that will come out in your exam. You know, in that year they brought lead nitrate and starch. But this year we are looking at lead carbonate and starch. They are related. And where I was able to bring out this prediction that I'm telling you that it's sure that your question will come out in this format, is that, you see, in that year they brought lead nitrate and starch, but here this year we are looking at lead carbonate and starch. Now where they look similar and where I was able to bring out this prediction in addition to the first video that I did, but this is the one that I want you to look at now based on the assignment I did on this table that I'm giving to you right now. Now that year they gave us lead carbonate, here they give us lead nitrate, but here they give us lead carbonate for this year. Now at this point, you know, your lead carbonate and your starch is insoluble, and this is the first observation that we had. But when we add our nitric acid to our mixture, which is our C sample, you know, if you add your HNO3, which is your nitric acid, to your test sample, which is C, which is lead carbonate and starch, what you are going to get after you have done this next one, your nitric acid, is lead nitrate and starch. That's what you are going to get now. Now let's quickly write the equation. Let me quickly write the equation for you. We have our lead carbonate plus HNO3. It will give us lead nitrate. Sorry, there is going to be two here. Chemistry students. Plus CO2 plus H2O. So we see that this second line, after we have add our nitric acid, this we are going to get lead nitrate. Our CO2 is being evolved out of this equation, and that's why we have this next line, which is our CO2 coming out. So now the remaining that we have here, which is lead nitrate, is going to be the continuation of what you are doing here. And you go to your past question in August 1991, chemistry 3, alternative to chemistry practical. This is exactly what is there now. Because as from this end, what we'll be testing for is what? Lead in lead nitrate and your starch. So this is what they give us in the table in August 1991. So as from this end, your lead carbonate is now what? Lead nitrate, because you have added your nitric acid to it. And what's now giving to you is now lead nitrate and starch, which will remain in your in your mixture. Are you getting me? And from this end, you'll be testing for what? For your lead, which is what I have here. And note that your confirmation test for your lead nitrate is when you add your HCl to your to your fishes and you eat it. When you add your HCl to your fishes, you are going to have your white precipitate. And when you eat it, your precipitate will dissolve. But when you allow it to cool again, when you allow it to cool, your precipitate reappears. When cooled, don't forget, when cooled, your precipitate reappears when cooled, and that will be your our lead ion is confirmed. And to test for our starch, you just add your iodine solution, and your color of what? Blue black coloration, and starch is present. So this is another prediction for your examination, that I'm sure that this how it will come out in your examination based on the prescription which they talk about lead nitrate, and here we are looking at lead carbonate. Don't forget that the similarity is that after we had our nitric acid to our lead carbonate, what we are going to have as our product will be lead nitrate and starch. And so from this end, what you are testing for is your lead in your lead nitrate, and we will also be testing for your starch, which is your which is your residue, and which is exactly what you have in your past question in August 1991. From this end to this end is what you are going to see in that past question, and this is how they test for our lead ion, and this is how they test for our starch. So this is the only thing that give us what? The level CO2 when we add our nitric acid. So this is why I say that this is exactly what I'm expecting in your examination. And after you have done your examination, if this is exactly what you will see in your examination, do not forget to come and appreciate me in the comment box after your examination. Thank you.